How you doing, Jokes? I'm doing well. Won't be on long. Just want to take and get this Watchtower completed. I don't know if it's going to show it in the title or not, but try and get over here and see what that leads to, because I don't think that location is operational yet. But I don't know. We'll see. How are you doing today? Or tonight? An hour and a half, something like that, maybe. It's late. I'm starting really late. Had some issues I was trying to work on, kind of figured out. I was going to do all this off stream. I figured why not, no point in doing that. I'll just go ahead and go live with it now. Because I don't think I have anything that's up to do other than with the farm. Transport hasn't reset. Labs not reset. And have no interest in Bunker Bravo because there's nothing on there that I need. So just kind of putz around a little bit, do some farming because I need some oak. And I need some more iron ore and stuff like that. Do a little bit of that. Nothing exciting, basically. More or less the boring things to work on that you got to do. Because right now I need some more logs so I can keep making some more charcoal. And I'm out of just flat logs. And I need to work on getting my ash planks up so I can start converting this steel walls to the next level. Because they may make it so you can take and raid steel bases for too long, and that's going to be sad if I don't get these walls upgraded before then, whenever that may go live. Oh. You need the carbon for your weapons, right? Your weapon mods and upgrades. Yeah. That's why I said I wish they could let us take and trade this stuff with other players. You see this? I mean, I don't know if I ever use all this stuff up anytime soon. But like you say, in the beginning, I could barely get it. But, you know, I've been playing for about 4 or 5 years. So a lot of it I've been saving up from when they have season rewards like this right here. Level 64 gives you 10. You pretty much have to be on this, you know, grinding out the entire time to get to at least to that level. But this pass is going to give you 10, and that may be it. So, you know, if you can do the passes. The only thing I don't like, I think that's under the free part. I'm not sure. They don't give our free-to-play players enough good items. They're sprinkling a little bit here and there, but they almost want to force you to take and go and drop some coin. Yeah, the melee mods. Oof. Like I said, I kind of pretty much stuck with on the melee. I pretty much stuck with do all of them. This right here is going to be important for when you're raiding. If you can get, which one is it? This right here, and that those two, you can mod this right here. That's the one that the raiders will take, no matter what you get a bunch of guns on a base, and you know they ask what their fair share is. You just give them these sticks right here. they always take it. But far as melee, I did start on these originally. The butcher had like these two. I was fortunate to get these two right here, but I rarely use it. My main go-to early on was this right here, pipe, and then once I got the bone handle, that was pretty good, and the spiked handle with those two seemed to work pretty good. Of course, the machete. And the machete, what I like to use with it is this one. I was fortunate to get that one. And I use it with that handle. Yeah. Because this mod right here, you know, reduces the speed on them. They're swinging, especially those frenzy giants in the bunker. So that's pretty much it on those. So basically I went with this and that early on. I found this to be, even if you didn't have this pipe modified, it did pretty good damage before you start getting the mods for it. I mean, I know this one is faster, but this right here to me had more durability. So I just kept making these right here, and every time I find them, until I was able to get this one, and that seemed to work the best for what I was trying to do. And that's up here, if not running bunkers, just trying to farm. Of course, we all know about the saw blade. It goes without saying, whether you got the mods or not for it, it's still a pretty good one. I just collect and hold on to these katanas. A little bit slower than the machete, but you know, 35 to 32 or 32 to 35. Every time you swing it, it's pretty good. But yeah, we're gonna run over here. Finally got these completed in my settlement from the runs I've been doing the last couple of days to get the components, to get the broaching machine done. And then the drawing bench, I already had that one up. I got the wire in these, so I don't know. I remember when the story mode was going on, what it was supposed to be doing, so I'm check it out and see. But I need to also bring, so while I'm over here, don't want to waste the time, because I need some peat moss or some more bricks. Oh, really? Okay. Hmm. All right. I think I have to make some more. I got to craft some more of the. I need these right here. I'll make 4 of them. Won't use all of them, but that's more than enough for what I want to do over here. I hope to find some peat moss, and this right here is going to work as good as a gas mask, so I don't need to bring that. Let me get out a new suit. Waiting on that repair bench. And I'm not going to use those boots. I'm going to use the swamp boots. Move faster with these over there. I'm hoping the next update is when they decide to do it, because like I say, you know, they got everybody doing this to open it up. So I'm really hoping that it's this next update. Well, you're going to have the Chinese New Year one. So it's either going to be in conjunction with the New Year's event for the Chinese New Year, or it's going to be right after that. Oh, wait a minute. The wrong vehicle. Because other than that, they don't have much else they are coming out. I mean, one thing we got left. How you doing there, Tang? All we got left is you know, the helicopter, the ore rig. So I hope it's soon. Because, you know, they've been teasing it, so this time they should. They've been what the suburbs have been talked about for about 3 years now. So really don't have no point in delaying it any further. So I'm kind of thinking maybe once they get done with the new year, or it'd be, you know, simultaneous, same time. Let me get some more fuel. And I'm got a feeling they're gonna make it probably an even harder location. That'll be pretty good. I just want the helicopter. I'm just gonna buy so that I'm just waiting for the helicopter to show up. Because I thought a couple of seasons ago, they had a screenshot. Like when we go to the main map, I'll show you. And you probably remember this too. I think they just started end of last year, 2023. But they showed a screenshot of a helicopter flying toward this location. And it had like, it looked like zombies, like they were walking out of the water or something. Like that was something different. Like they can, you know, walk on them like the Pirates of the Caribbean, walk on the water. And they were coming out on the beach. And you saw, they had like an image of a helicopter flying over this bunker, looking down at it. And they gave a lot of people the impression that when they teased it, that this location was going to finally be open. And a lot of people still think this is New Genesis. Who knows? Between this and probably, no, it could actually be this location, or it could be something they just haven't quite opened up yet. But yeah, I think this is going to be pretty rough when they get it, because a lot of your harder mobs are up here. This is where the big one always likes to pop out in the wild. So I wouldn't doubt this is going to be just as difficult. And it's a laboratory. It may even be just hard mode start off the bat. But, you know, I'd just be curious how they're going to take in, finally give us the helicopter. I know it's going to be a stupid grind to get it. I hope they bring that salon back. It's tied in with the train, that subway system that's here at the laboratory. So who knows? Yeah. And you know, that's going to be a crazy zone, because this one's pretty difficult, but yeah. But you know, that, and that's been sitting here for a minute too. It's like, hey, check out, you got this right here. We can't get to it. So, and they don't have much left on this. I mean, right now, well, we got maybe 3 items left for them to put into the game, with the main one being the repair station. Got the mortar, which they originally said this for PvP, which, you know, that should, you know, why even have it over here if you're not going to have multiplayer? It should be over there in the sector. Well, it used to be something else. My memory calls Sector 7. It's the crater now. This right here shouldn't even be over here. And this, I'm waiting on these outfits to show up. And then, of course, you know, you got the hind. So what, 5, 6. They finally brought the Dragonoff in. Safe is the other one you're waiting on. And then you just got the repair station. And that's it. So, I mean, if they drag this out for another year, I'm not going to say, you know, 2 people can quit, but that's all they got left. And maybe they'll add some other stuff, because I'm sure this is going to be probably the worst of all the vehicles to try and farm for. Yeah, because I would like to have some more use for the boat, you know, because right now you can go these 2 locations. I mean, you go here to get sand. You go over here to get animated parts. And other than that, that's all you're getting over here. So you're right. They probably will add another location somewhere that's going to be so you can take and grind out parts for the motorcycle. I mean, for the helicopter. And maybe they'll finally open this up. But I think this right here probably be the hardest sector. But I would love to see a military base, which could be tied into where you probably pick this gear up. But, you know, we'll see. seeing how the tactical backpack was supposed to be only for this set of armor once you got it, but they released this way early. So, you know, hey, they've got an idea for what they want to do. You know, just kind of go along with it till then. Let's see if I can go here. Well, just let me run here. There we go. Yeah, because I want some more. I want something else to do with the boat. Because right now, you know, once you get enough seaweed, it just kind of sits there for a while. There's nothing else to do with it. You don't have any storage capacity, nothing to that ability. Oh, as a matter of fact, this is the other thing. We still haven't. They still haven't made it so we can upgrade the ATV to get more storage in the back, carrying stuff. Although right now you can only pretty much go to one real location, which is the swamp, to use it. So that's the other thing. I'm hoping they hurry up so we can get this opened up to have 8. Actually, this makes no sense. You got an ATV. They should have made it so you had 12 hauling spots in the back of this instead of 8 like the motorcycle, but that's just my opinion. All right, let's see what's going to happen. I've seen the videos, and I know it's going to be a whole bunch of them come running over here. Let's just go with these. I know this is overkill, but now that right there, I never even considered having a diving suit. That would be pretty dope. Oh, that's right. The submarine. The submarine that's sitting up at the laboratory. We don't even use that thing. We don't even use that submarine. All right. That is complete, finalized, and prepared to run. Okay, well, there's one. I hate these guys. I could probably just run off the map, but I know there's a boss that's going to show up. This one. Oh, he's only taking 1 hit per bow. How hard does he hit? Oh, 18. It looks like he is like sliding. Because I can't run off the map since I got to fight him off. If I had known this, I would have brought him on the, should have tried to bring the, let's see something. Oh, that's right. I forgot you can do that. Let that recharge. Yep. You're right about that. I forgot about this guy. I guess because it's going to be a one-time fight. His animation is broken. Look how he's just... At least he's not hitting me. She's not hitting me for more damage like the big one does down in the bunker. Yeah, you're right. I should have brought the minigun. This is going to take too long. And if I had a, I'd like to see what a one of those armor piercing weapons would have done. Yeah, especially with this. If I brought one of them, I think I got some in my mail. I need to try it. If I can find a spot where he can't hit me, I can see if I can pull one out and see if it'll do more damage than what this is doing. Is there a place where I can swap out at? No, not really. At least these boots are paying off. And that's why I'm staying ahead. If I had the other boots like I was gonna put on, yeah, I don't think there's a wall trick spot over here. Let me outrun him for a little bit. Shotgun do something. Okay, get 8 points on that one. But I'm gonna need to keep the keep an AK for the man, 4 points and 8 points. I know, that's what I'm saying. What is going on with this walking animation? It's like he's gliding, almost like he's on a skateboard or something. You hear him walking, but his legs are like sliding on the ground. Don't put one of the AKs back. Swap it for this. I'm gonna use it for that. Yeah, I should have brought one of the lab weapons, since their specialty is piercing armor. But his animation is broken or something. Yeah, see, he don't even pick up speed. He's the same motion no matter what, whether he's on the in the swamp area or on the land. Okay, I got a 36 crit on that. How you doing there, Jeff? Yeah, I could just sit here and just poke him with the knife, but I don't know. Between this, it's just a cooldown on the cooldown. What takes the longest? And get one of these other ones. It's not quite broken. Slowly but surely. Slowly, and I do mean slowly. I just completed Tower 3, Jeff. And of course, once you do that, you get to, it says fight off the zombies. I forgot about this swamp big one spawning. I should have brought some of those, like the neutralizer or something. Try one of them, because they're good at breaking armor. Because clearly you can see I'm not getting any points hardly at all with anything other than the blade on the AK. I think the only slower way to do this is if you had the oh, if I'd had one of the bat with the bleed effect on it, that would have been a good combo. So basically the same thing. You would need the bat with the bleed effect, and then you still need this one, the 18, or like I said, I don't have any of the Genesis weapon to see how their armor piercing would do work on him. And sadly, I won't get to check it out, because once he's down, that's it. But I will have to go and swap out some more. I think I got another stack of band-aids, med kits. Let's get some separation here. Put this stack here. Under 100. Yeah, I think that bleed effect on the bats would probably give you probably the equivalent to what the knife does. Wish I thought about that. I definitely would have brought one of those Genesis guns like the neutralizer just to see if it would be more effective. Especially like the smaller one. Oh. What? Two. Took forever. All right, so what are we doing now? Launch to drone. Oh, come on. I forgot. I knew it. I knew there's something I was missing. I forgot the drone. Darn it. Well, let me run back. I need a little reminder that pops up. I need to be flashing. Before you leave, check off these notes of things you're supposed to have with you. I was thinking the whole time, it's like, yeah, you know, take the drone, take the drone. It's like I did the transport yesterday. The transport, I forgot the drone twice yesterday. That's when you know you're just not in it. Come back, get weapons and everything, reload, go back, and you realize, oh, I forgot my drone. And then the game decided to take and put one of the loot boxes in a spot I wasn't looking for. But I went ahead and turned it in, and then, you know, thankfully it let you check and see where the location is, and went back to it. And it was the last ladder that you climb up and you turn to the left instead of going to the right. See, I even set this here. I had it all the way back here before, and I swapped it just so I wouldn't forget it, and I still left it. Oh, do I have any more band-aids? Let me make some more just in case. Probably won't need them, but you know. Pay for something else to pop up, and then I'm stuck. It's 10 to be good. Yes, bring all the useless stuff and the things you need you don't have. Like I said, I even rearranged my room to make sure I didn't forget it, and I walked right past it. Can't get any more oof than that. All right, now let's go back. It's almost like you need like an alarm or something to start beeping when you walk out there with it. So yeah, you need that to you need that taking co-operational over here. Running back to the base because you forgot something is more painful than fighting the yes. Yeah, I said I did it twice yesterday. Right over here. Got this stupid drone twice. I know they're not going to do it. I don't see why they can't shrink these down and make a 5th box just for the drone. I know why they won't do it, but they would be so useful to have another spot just specifically for the drone, and it wouldn't be too OP because you got all these mods for this thing. It's not gonna supersede you haven't, because I don't think any of those modules heal you right now. I know one will remove bad effects or whatever on you, but I hadn't seen one that takes and heals you yet. But you know, I doubt they're gonna do that. Because, you know, that makes too much sense to take and help out the people that play your game, support your product. Just give them one little, what you call it, quality of life upgrade, and that would be it. All right. Drone. Up and away. Signal received. Wait, please. What am I waiting for? Drones hanging around. Okay. All right, cool. All right, back to the settlement we go. This has been weeks after the settlement has ended, and we are done with this part of it. I mean, this, I'm saying this, it just don't make any sense why we just can't keep that in its own spot at the ready. It's bad enough your companion is only useful for a good 2 minutes before you got to take and have them a biscuit or something, or just make it so you always have it on you, but it doesn't take. I'm saying exactly, you know, you got a whole backpack or something. Like make a little button that you press and then the drone. Exactly. I mean, it's a drone. I think that's the whole point. So, but anyway, their game, they can do as they please for now till they decide or people get upset. Although I keep trying to figure out what's the next other IP that they're working on right now that has nothing to do with Last Day on Earth. They got about 4 or 5 other IPs out there based off of this original game. Got a whole company built up. Last Day on Earth is their #1 baby, and still waiting. But yeah, the drone, yeah, they got to do that. Well, we would like for them to do that. It will make things so much more easier, because there's really nothing wrong, especially when you're doing some of these bunkers. This is so funny. See, I forgot. This looks so funny sitting here. I haven't, this first time I've had it over here in the settlement. All right, let's go. Where's the guy to talk to? Talk to Chris. They're up here. What's next? Graded module installed last time. The drone you would be shooting more accurately. Now try it. New module, passive module installed. Target designation now. When the signal module is activated, the drone and its owner's chances to miss will decrease. Well, that would be great if I didn't have to take have either one gun or no bandages. Is everything ready? Let's try to pick up that signal again. All right. Pick up the signal in the command center. And why do I gotta do it? What do we got? What do we got? You heard the sheriff friend streets are safe again. Coming up next is some train to New Eden. Stay tuned. Okay. What streets? Can we figure out where the broadcast is coming from? Found out where the signal. Couldn't tell you. There might be someone alive in there. We should learn more about this place. Okay. Anything else? Any ideas? Oh. Am I activating this again? Find out where the signal's coming from. I'm guessing, yeah, you want me to leave the settlement. All right. Found out a while ago that you can zoom in and out of the map. I had no idea. Did you play during the prison season? I probably did. I only stopped playing for a year. And even then, I've been on and off. But yeah, I stopped for a year because I missed out on the Pagoda or whatever it is that from the last Chinese thing, I believe it was. I didn't play in it, most of that one. I should have played that out. And I missed out on the things like the summer drink stand or whatever. Like it looks like a Hawaiian thing. I missed out on that. So, oh, okay. That is the sound of the suburbs coming soon. What's there behind the collapsed bridge? Watch the radio show getting interrupted by distress signals. More questions and answers. This place beckons and scares at the same time. Show me. Boom. Okay. There it is. I wonder how we'll get to it, because that's clearly, oh, you know what? We're going to repair this bridge. I mean, it would be cool if no, because the boat's over there and they're not connected. Oh, they are. Okay, so we're either going to repair the bridge or we can take our boat up and around, although their map is going to say you can't do that. You can take their boat up and around and land here maybe. What do you think? Amazing 10 out of 10 loot and game. Let's get back to the base. Probably need AT for probably. So we're either gonna have to take and repair this bridge, or we might get to use the boat if you have it completed to sail up and around here. But I bet you they're gonna have you have to repair the bridge, all the road. Because I remember when this gas station was all the way over here, and they moved it. I hated when they took and redid the map. They purposely said it made it so you had to take and go back and forth on places. Like the police station was over in here. But I digress. All right, well, I guess that's it. See the map. And I guess until the next update. Anything else? Oh, that's that. That's clear. Oh, okay. Oh, back to the swamp I go then. Because that I thought it could be. I guess that's all there is to that one now. And maybe next update we'll get something. Well, I know the Chinese New Year for sure is going to be. It's definitely going to be the next one. Whether or not they add anything else to it, don't know. It's just there to exist. Yes, I used to love going to the red wooded area, which was right here. You turn that to a stupid factory. It's like this game should have so many more locations uploaded all the time. You got your shipwreck, settlement here, and then the tavern was right over here. There's a few other events that they've got set around. If they left this stuff up, you'd have a ton of things to do, especially as far as just grinding stuff. But like I said, this whole change right here with the crater, still wish that, hey, meteor impacted over here, released some kind of alien spores, changed everybody to what they are now. Would have made a better storyline. And your same character had to go here, had to take and fix the control panel to get through the door. Then there was a little elevator, not an elevator, but it's like some steps that had an underground subway. Then you had to came back up. Then they took and changed it to some decontamination station. And that's before they had all of what they got over here now. Kind of wish they kept that trajectory instead of doing the, oh, now you get to click and be somebody else inside the perimeter, but it's not, it's on the same time zone. Makes no sense to me. They should add a beach or a frozen town, or just a town you can loot or something. Yeah. Like I said, I want to have how large this location is going to be. And we still never got the, they were teasing, where was it at? I don't even know if it's on the map anymore. A power plant that was over here. That's why I don't even go to the multiplayer zone anymore. And they said they don't have any plans for it anytime soon to update it or anything. So it's just here. And for anybody who's been playing it for like the last couple of years, they had so much potential for it to keep it a place to still go to, even when you're not doing anything over here. Like once you finish all this, your same character would go here, transition through, you thought you was going to get those mech suits, and then go over here and do some fighting or whatever, multiplayer. Then that would have been a much better way to sync all these two locations together. And I know this is different tech that they're running over here with the multiplayer, that this was built differently. So that they'd have to basically redo all of this with this tech to make it all one seamless thing. They're just not going to do it. But I just wish they kept that original store instead of this little stupid button flipping back over. I didn't mind going over here and going over. It made all the logical sense in the world to me. They should add a gas station, but not the one we have, like the one you can get free gasoline or vehicle parts from. Well, see, that's the funny thing. This was supposed to have been doing that. And Like even the ATV up, yeah, beginner, something beginner friendly. I get you. Like they just add this highway thing over here that you can go, which was a new thing. But you were supposed to go here, get all your motorcycle parts minus the farm, and then your ATV, the upgrade, is supposed to be here. And yeah, they kind of changed that. So it went from here to farm, and then you need to get parts from Bunker Bravo for some odd reason. Even though none of your vehicles are militarized, where you can put guns and stuff on, which doesn't really have a purpose the way this game is set up, but still fun. It's just some things they missed out on, could have been a little bit better. All right, so what are we going to do? Let me go back to the swamp because I need to farm just a little bit of, not a lot, but some ash. Yeah, the engines are easy to get and they're pretty bad. Yeah, I remember when I was trying to get engines and it was annoying. You'd find, like the I'm trying to think of the event, the motorcycle event where you get 3 guys that would be there and either getting ambushed or whatever, or waiting for the waves to take them out. And there'd be a car sitting over there. And every now and then there would be a decent engine, not the bronze one, the rusted out one, but the good one in the hood of the inside of that car. But it's kind of half and half if you're going to get that. Now, what I need here is some peat. Like I said, that's the only downside to this game. It's like once you get caught up outside of just grinding away, it's not really too much fresh things to worry about. But I'm assuming they'll get around to fixing that or add it one day. Plus, the good engines don't give a lot of points when they would change. Yeah, it's almost not worth grabbing them. But they're decent when you have to take in put them in the recycler. Sometimes they give you some halfway decent points. The VSS cannot be underestimated. All right. I can't be getting too much out of these chests. I have to go back and dump some of this stuff in the ATV because I need that stuff that's fully guarded by a whole slew of num-nums. There we go. Okay. I don't even, we can't even talk about the abandoned factory. I have no comment. The abandoned factory. What is its purpose? All right. Got that. Yeah, it's a factory. That's about all I can say about it. So I'm going to get off the bashing train. I was trying to play just to make people feel like there's a yeah. I mean, like I said, they have better locations. They're better locations. They basically hold them out for special seasons. And that's pretty much it. And then they'll bring them out. I mean, if they just leave them, it will be a much better experience as far as, what are you working on? What do you get to do now? Especially if you're trying to improve your base. Uh-oh, not you. Dude, did you see that curve? That thing went like it was radio controlled. I juked it and he still hit me with it. Oh, you good old fake players, but oh dude, really? You didn't bring anything? Only time I like the fake players in this over here to make you think it's multiplayer is when they're loaded down with peat moss or even ash logs. Abandoned factory, the best location you can. No. Bunker Bravo. Well, yeah, you're right. Until you learn how to wall trick very well, Bunker Bravo was the epitome of just burning through your weapons, and you got nothing in return. There's hardly any weapons in there, but you need that for your ATV. To get the ATV, go to swamp, but don't even have a tactical backpack. Oh, no. You know that's just a skin. That's just a skin. Tactical backpack. Never leave home without it. That's like if you leave with anything, don't leave without your tactical backpack. Which is why some games like to hide your, really, how am I going to, another player, darter, which is why some games like to, what's this game I played? Kind of stopped playing it because they basically put would be the equivalent to the tactical backpack behind a paywall. Like there's no way you could get it. You had to buy it. And they knew you needed it. Now they knew that you needed one to get everything. And they were good about like having a map full of locations, but you basically had the equivalent to a 6-slot backpack. That meant you had to go to the location multiple times just to get a quarter of what you needed. Okay, nothing here, and I don't need this pickaxe. The bot only logs in just the Bravo and leaves. I was getting good at clearing it. Like I said, Alpha, like I said, that's the only one you get all your weapons from. Now, one thing I didn't realize that added was the ability to, if you did have rations, you can reset the bunkers at least twice. The transport hub you can reset. That was something that wasn't possible. Like I say, it's incentives to get people to spend money, or if you take and win them, use them sparingly, because they really have no use when it comes to auto clearing. You never get anything but junk. AT is used for like peat in the ass. After that, yeah, there's no use for it otherwise. That's why I said, if anything, it needs to have, 3 more rows of a cargo space back there. That might kind of make up for the fact that it just sits there. Now it's a gas guzzler too. That's the other reason you can't really use it as much. So if you see people leaving, it's like now the settlement becomes a jump point until you get to the edge of the map, and then you take in where you come from, and then you take in jump to the swamp from there. A lot of carrying over here. That's like Murder's Row. Oh, really? I did not want to do that, but oh well. My man was like special ops laying there until I turned my back on him. Yeah. The reason I keep grabbing these cans, you probably know this, you can recycle that for aluminum bars pretty consistently. I used to throw them away, and then I realized that's throwing away aluminum, which now turns into aluminum wire also, which you need a lot of. Maybe they could add a bike that saves you energy. Okay, they need to get rid of the energy for your character running around. The only thing you need to worry about is finding fuel. I think, like I say, I know it's a business. These games they're not free. They're free to download. They're not free to play. They're free to download, and they purposely make it where you can only get so far before you have to, at the minimum, spend $5. And then the algorithm says, "Oh, we got you to spend $5 on this, so we'll wait till the next time and show you something that seems halfway decent. See if we can get another 5 out of you. So I know they got servers they got to pay for. They got developers they got to pay for on the payroll. It's a business. I get it. But just some aspects of the game, I think, shouldn't be held hostage. If somebody wants to play this game and just grinding out the resources and just all they do is farm, I don't think you should be penalized that your energy gets taken away. Gas, that's fine, but not the energy. They a couple of times they did have it where you did not have any energy taken away for a while, and then of course they jumped on the bandwagon. But you know, it's what it is. Their game, their rules. So I would like for them to take and remove that. Let me see. I love aluminum. Desperate to get more. By the time you're going to be invested in the game because you came this far. Yes, there you go. That's the mental part of it. Because like I said, it is fun to play. I'm not gonna lie. Even the multiplayer side of it is a lot of fun if they could take and get some more content over there and not that whole, because this whole district thing, it's like Frostborn. I would like Frostborn if I didn't worry about my base getting raided every day. But at the same time, I don't like the fact that you have to. It's the same thing over there. They gotta. It's not a district. It's something else that you build up, and that gives you prestige or whatever. And it's basically what this is a district over here, which is a whole storing of resources. But the game, basically, if they just gave some things that were for free, it wouldn't hurt them. In fact, I think it would boost people wanting to play it more. Once I start raiding, I'm probably going to be spending more time playing the game than with my family. Not really. Because remember, you know, those guys, unless you can take and spend coins to take and bypass a lot of the stuff they want you to bring them, you're still going to be doing what you normally do. The good part about it is if you can get the revenge raids where you don't have to share anything back with the raiders and you can keep your base at 3 skulls all day. Keeping that up probably more of a challenge, but yeah, the raiding is fun. Like I say, you won't spend too much more time than you're doing now playing it. But you can get a lot of weapons that way, especially with the revenge raids, if you find decent bases. Because they've already said they're not going to upgrade the rating system to reflect like newer loot items that you can get. They're going to leave it as is. I know I'm going to leave that ticket. So I look at rating as a chance to get a couple of guns here and there, maybe a couple of melee weapons, and a lot of resources. Wood. Don't need that much stone. And sometimes free food if they've got stacks of jerky that's already dried up. So I kind of look at it from that standpoint. No, not that tree. I love grinding, but when I have to do it a lot, stuff at once, it gets tiring. Yeah, tiring, overwhelming, especially if you feel like you're not getting anywhere. It's like if I will say this, what size base do you have? Square? Is it like a 16 by 10, 16 by 16? What's the size you imagine your base is? I say if you got a new account, I want to make your base not more than like, what's up, loader? Not more than like a 16 by 16, just enough to have like one of everything in it until you can get the walls pretty protected. So you have to worry about it being raided by NPCs and taking some of your more valuable stuff. Because basically once you get your base where it's pretty much can't get into it. And the only thing they can take is just the crates. You know, you don't mind reading then. I think I have 5 by 6 or 7, no walls, and the most of the floor has nothing on it. Yeah. So, how far have you gotten on your ATV, or have you started at all? I used to worry about oak, but I have 500 oak and I don't know what to do with it yet. Well, the oak you're gonna need to take and improve your walls too. You guys know how to get gasoline easy. Gasoline, you can get gasoline from the farm. There's no easy way. There's no easy way. Usually it's gonna be the farm, and then the motorcycle event where you had the 3 guys and you got empty bottles draining the motorcycles after you take them out, and draining the gas from their motorcycles and just storing it up. That's pretty much it as far as doing free to play. Doing free to play, that's pretty much it. Either the farm, the motorcycle event, and then if they've got some in the free to play pass for the season, that's pretty much the only place I can think of. But that motorcycle event, I remember starting out when I was watching the Star Sniping and Happy Cyrix videos, they were like, hey, don't miss these motorcycle events, because, you know, they've changed them a little bit. One of them used to give you a shotgun, a pretty, like a 65% usage shotgun, but then, like I say, you can drain the gasoline out of the bikes. As a matter of fact, I think the last time Star Snipe was on Twitch, and he had his stockpile of gasoline stored up, he still had a bunch of bottles. You say you can't get around it. That's pretty much it. The motorcycle event, anything in the season pass, and then the farm. The only places I can think of where you can really farm gasoline. Now the new canisters that they got, I don't know where you can farm those. Oh wow, everybody's over here. Y'all mad? Why y'all mad? Why y'all mad? They sent a hit squad over here. Oh, what in the world? I must have hit a nerve telling you where to pick up gasoline in the game for free, and the developer sick shut him up. I don't know what that was. Yeah, just keep those water bottles, a stack of them in your bikes. So when you go to the motorcycle event, just drain it and store it up. You get gas from the Bunker Alfa. Yeah. Bunker Alfa for sure. Bottles of gasoline just for the fuel gas can. You can craft a mod worth it, but it takes like 50 cans. Now I know, like I said, that furlong fair, when it comes back, you know, you don't know if you probably saw it. Try to complete it so you can get that gasoline tank that they have at the end as a reward. I missed out on getting it, so I'll be grinding that as soon as that event comes back. And then I'll be throwing on my gas, because basically once you get all the gasoline in that, you can fuel your vehicles up without bringing a physical can over there. It's like, as long as you're in your base, you just tap over it, and it automatically pull it somehow magically from that container. Once you get it, you don't have to have a physical can sitting inside your vehicles. What? Couldn't even get to level 10. Oh wow. Yeah, don't put yourself in the hospital for that, for the game. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Yeah, they're bad about having some really good, cool events and not give enough time to complete this stuff. I guess you think a month should be it, but it's free to play and you got other stuff to do. You're gonna run out of time quick. Let's split that. Now look, that's the funny thing. ATV, it sounds like it's pay to win when it's actually you can get most stuff easily. I'm not gonna lie. The only point of the ATV is just to come to the swamp. If it had like 12 storage compartments in the back of it, I would definitely say it's pay to win. Once you got all the components, you still got to farm the components for it. Even if you, because they have those gas cylinders and certain things in some of the season rewards, but you still got to farm that stuff. So not gonna disagree with you on that. But it's not like you can run everywhere, because by the same token, it burns like 3 times the fuel that the motorcycle does, which is why you don't run around the map on that in the ATV. Because if you did have fuel saved up, you're gonna burn all of it up faster than you will realize. Yeah, now the ATV transmissions, I'm gonna say that it's easier to get them now than it was when they first brought them out, because there was no they were like the how am I missing this guy? They were like a unicorn trying to get those ATVs when they first brought them out. I mean, as difficult as it is now, believe it or not, it's actually easier than it's ever been to get this stuff. It just takes way too much time to try and have the weapons so you can go and farm this stuff, clearing the bunkers, running out of guns. And I say, without a repair station, and I really hate the fact that they stuck a repair station in the VIP section at the gas station. That helps nobody but pay to win players. Or I could say pay to not grind. But you know, by the same token, they gotta make their money somehow. Don't like it, but say they got servers to pay for, developers, a whole team. I mean, when Kafir first started, you know, they probably like 30 people. Now they're like, you know, to about 2 or 3. Last time I saw, they were like to 250 employees. Almost tripled their company size. And then they got a bunch of other games. They came out while we're still waiting on them to give us content that they promised from years ago on this game. They've got other games that they've already put out and didn't even know it was theirs under different names. Can you take your true friend and drone with you for maximum? Technically, yes. And it would seem like it'd be something worth trying, like, you know, if you run the bunkers. But like I say, you'd have to, you're either going to sacrifice a secondary weapon, like put the drone here, keep your bandages and one gun, and just make sure you don't run out and forget that you don't have a second weapon, run your drone, have your pet to make up for the damage. It's just that they don't last as long. Now I know when they came out with the Rockwilers, to go get some more. When they came out with the Rottweiler, they had that perk where they're supposed to last like 50% longer before they get tired. You know, that'd have been something I would like to see them remove. That your pet shouldn't get tired. That's another thing. I'm gonna stand by that one. Pet shouldn't be falling out. At least triple their stamina before they lay down on you. When you think about it, unicorns are 1,000 times easier to find. Facts. Add mods for katana. It does 35 damage by itself. They're not gonna increase it. And it's just as fast. It's a little bit slower than a katana, than a machete that is modded. I don't know if they'll ever do that. And it does last a little bit longer than the machete. Because the katana does damage, that's it. And you have hatches inbox. Hatches. I never use these things. I usually end up recycling these hatchets. Oh, I did have one of these. I just couldn't get to it in time. I want to see what that would have done against that swamp big one, but yeah, opportunity miss. Yeah, I got 7 of them, the cleavers. Yep. Like I said, but I never use those things. They're fast though. Not gonna lie, they are fast. Because I know a couple of people thought that what's over here? You know, here waiting on me like, oh, he'll be back in a minute. I know a couple of people thought that when they first released it, the katana, no, I mean the meat cleaver, that we were probably going to get the ability to dual wield. It's kind of a cool thought. I didn't see it being something really practical to do, if you could or not. All right, we're going to get my cleaver blueprints. It will make alpha and farming so much easier since it's so cheap. Yes. Now they are the cheapest ones on there as far as melee weapons. That's for sure. I need to go make some more hatchets. Because they're not going to let me make it one from here, will they? Nope. Gotta be back at my base. Now this would be OP if I could just open up my craft menu and it said you had these materials at your base and you could craft so many of them while you're out here. But you gotta burn that energy. I don't even know where to find these things anymore. These energy drinks. You used to get them from the motel. You rarely get these from the motel anymore. Just try and stockpile these things. So when I ran low on that, I just pop 2 of those and keep it moving. That's pretty much the only reason to hit the motel consistently. Congratulations, you received free stream. What level does rating unlock now? That's a good question that I do not know the answer to. My memory used to be, what was it originally? 109? I thought they lowered it. Hold on. Guessing. Hop over to the. Oh yeah, it is 150. I thought they had lowered it down, but it says 150. Where are you at, Jokes? And where are you at, Jeff? What level are you guys? Yeah, you usually get the free energy drinks. They were at the Farmal. Can't even get them anymore. Pine. Is factory better than the Pine Zone? No. Level 138. So you got 12 levels to go. 101, 49 levels to go. Do you guys have any of the, let me show you. I know everybody tries to get the true friend first. But do you have any of the other traits that would help your character gain more experience? Got the little, they'll have the little hat icon. This one right here. Don't have any. Well, even if you don't have true friends, you can still have the ones here. You can have 3 here. If they got these traits, that'll still help your character. I believe you still benefit from it without having a true friend. I could be wrong. I can go and ask the Discord, find out for sure, and see what they say. But when you're trying to level, or if you get one that's got like double, 7%, 4%, that stacks. You know, if you had 3 of them in here with the experience buffs on them, that contribute to you. Don't like if you have to have the true friend for these, any effects that these have to go with you, I think that kind of stinks. I think if you find these pets and you can keep 3 right here, and they've got these here, finding rare animals, pups growing faster, I think that should all stack as long as they're down in there. If you got them down that level, they help your character out. Yeah, I am. Like I said, I've been playing for 4 years. I do my grinding, and some things I just go ahead and skip to it, but I don't do it all at one time. And so when I see Cyrus and then when they do those, what do you call them? Free-to-play accounts, you'll see how they only get so far, the progression with those accounts. Then you compare it to their main account, it's night and day. Total night and day. But for the first 2 years, it was just me just going out here and playing the game. And then, like I say, I saw that the season passes, they kept all the good stuff that you could really use behind the pay spot. You couldn't. Some of these would have people, but the majority of stuff would be behind the pay. The higher end on the season pass did nothing for any free to play players. A couple of them, sometimes you got nothing. I mean, basically what they gave you was trash. But all the other stuff is on the other side. You got, like I say, they'll get $10 out of you just for that. Like if you don't do anything but just play the game, grind, and pay $10 every time the season comes out, and they put all these things in here to try and entice you, that's about the only way you're gonna take and catch up with this stuff. Outside of, because like if you got the bunker and you don't have the ability to reset it, you know, it takes them like what, 3 days for it to reset. So you get like 3 crates, of which only 2 are gonna be really good. This one, Bravo has no guns, so everything that you would get from here to grind out for your ATV here, you're going to use all those weapons up. You don't have a repair station. They got that behind a paywall here at the gas station. And then the police station, you can get some guns and melee weapons, but you're going to burn a lot if you do the waves, try and get the cards to open up the crates. Yeah. So, like I said, I play other games, so I was really hard on Last Ender for a while. Like literally, even when I was at work, I had 5-10 minutes on my break. open the phone up, start playing it. That's why I remember how it was much easier moving around till they redesigned the map one day, and you hardly ever go below 150 on your energy, because everything's like pop, 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 unless you wanted to go, you know, to Bunker Bravo. Everything was kind of centralized for a long time. The most I spent energy on was going all the way over here to the rock zone till this zone popped up. But no. Did he make it? Oh, that's right. This is the other thing. Never miss the air crates, but you probably already know that. You got a 50-50 chance of getting one or two halfway decent items sometimes. Like the lenses, sometimes guns. This is just one. Let's see what this one pops open. Oh, see, there's a machete. There's a lens. If you need an engine part, it's usually good for that. Only reason I take these wheels because I never know what they're gonna need for the stuff. Tape. I have a ton of these transistors, and you hardly ever go through them once you get them stockpiled up. Same thing for the wire. It paints on to decorate your chest. So let's see, because then you're gonna need to grind more. Back had to take information. No one asked for, but you got it. Information no one asked for. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna make two more. I can make a few more hatchets because, like I said, I need some more peat moss. Like I said, that's one thing. I don't care if you're free to play or pay to win. Some items you still have to come over here and farm for. You're not gonna get them. There's no packs that's gonna have it in there for you to grab them and not do some level of farming. Like I say, they do put most of the good stuff behind that paywall for the seasons. Okay, we can do that. We'll just go ahead and dump all this back here. Yesterday I got 4 guns from 5 green crates. I don't know if I'm lucky or if it's just a comment. Oh no, that was fortunate right there. I used to quit LED because I kept dying in Bunker Alpha. Like, well, you know, haven't we all? It's like once you understand the mechanics, even if you understand mechanics, sometimes you can just be off on your reaction. But you know, do it enough times, after a while, if you don't even think about it anymore. All right, drone, you can go back. All right. Make some more hatchets. Get ready. I don't think I'm gonna bring anything else back. It is a high learning curve. That much is true. It is a very high learning curve for this game. Like I say, even once you figure it out, you still gotta have patience with it. And sometimes it's not any patience. It's just, I think the game just set to frustrate you. That's not even a figment of my imagination on that one. See, that should be enough. I mean, the game was no fun. I think the last time I saw some numbers, they had like 20 million people that played the game. or at least downloaded it. So they know they've got something people like, and they're just trying to squeeze as much out of it as they can. Let's see. Didn't know. Like I said, watching those other guys, even though I watched the video, it still took me just practicing to figure it out. I still haven't quite, like, when you talk about trying to do the wall trick in the little lab, sometimes some walls they look like you can use them, but they basically setting you up. What I don't like in the lab, I noticed that you take damage from gas through the walls, and the exploder will kill you through the walls. Because I'm used to sometimes you can be on the other side of the wall, the exploder doesn't kill you, but laboratory, that's not the case. You still get jacked up if you're on the other side of the wall with the exploder. I used to think the chopper is really hard to get, so I played modded version. Yeah, I heard about the modded version, but I never messed with it. I kept thinking the reason they took and changed some of the files and stuff on the game for the phone is because of that. Look, sorry, help me learn wall trick. Yep, he's really good at that. NA now cleared. It was spears only. Nice. Still, well, you say you still know the wall trick? If I started new account again, I'd probably get guns super easy. Hold on, Jeff. Let me run over here. It's not that difficult. It just takes repetition and practice on it. Let me do 2 more. Because you just the main mobs you want to master it against are the frenzy giants. All the rest of the mobs, I mean, they're just as important, but the frenzies, they're really important, especially if you want to clear hard mode and alpha hard mode and bravo hard mode and laboratory, which I haven't done yet. You want to master it in those zones so you can save your guns against those frenzy giants once you get them in a spot where you want them. And it's just figuring out, because once you've you'll get some doors in your mind, like, okay, this is a good spot. Once you get that down, you'll try and pull them there and get them set up right. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Because corners are always good if you can get right here, right to the edge of these things, and kind of have your character lined up right there and just pop out. Now, I play on an emulator with the Xbox controller. It's just as quick if you're using a keyboard and mouse, especially keyboard. You just go back and forth with the Q and E, left and right, left and right. Now, when I'm playing with this controller, sometimes because it's the stick on here, if I'm not careful, I'll push my character around on this side and get jacked up. But for the most part, it's just pop out. So once you get them set in a particular spot where they won't come around after you, and sometimes you have to get them positioned where they have to move up, especially those abominals. A lot of times they'll stay here, then you have to do this and they'll move up, but they're so fast you don't want to move too quick, and get them to stand about right in there, because they can also hit you through the wall at a certain point too. You have to be careful of that. I don't know why I used to struggle. Yeah, let's say it's just mechanics. Sometimes I get hit, but it's because my phone is trash and still, and I have a lot of FPS drops. 7123. Thank you, sir. Yeah, but once you figure it out, it won't matter what phone you're using it on. The funny thing is, I did originally start streaming this game on my phone, but I could only stream it for like maybe an hour till the battery went kaput, since it wouldn't charge at the same time. And that's why I went to the emulator, which has its own little issues. Like if you saw the other day when I was trying to get the perks from that guy that brings the food, because the guy, when he brings that beef jerky, you get 10% damage to your character for a good amount of time. It kept crashing on me, almost like it knew, oh, you're not on a real phone. So it kept crashing constantly, and I just went and put it in, just gave up on that. You know, that's something you really should try to do off stream. I want to do the lab, but I'm still figuring out what's the cheapest way. That's a good question. I hadn't seen anybody do that video. Oh, you know the one I was trying to tell you about, the other YouTuber that has a lot of tips and tricks to running the lab and everything? It's Lady Raz, R-A-Z-E. Lady Raz. She's really good. She's got a lot of shorts, quick videos on, because she had one where I think she was showing how she was clearing the laboratory with the melee weapons. She's talking about doing the carrion on hard mode melee. He was the one I used to admire because, yeah, Lady Raz, Lady space R-A-Z-E. She used to take and do these base raids where she would clear the entire base, even with the big one out there. She figured out how to position her bike so only she could get through, and then she would basically make sure the big one, even though he would normally teleport, she would keep him close to the wall where she was and basically open up every chest in the base. Simples. It happens to me too. I watch Simple. He's pretty good. Did a floor without using anything. What? I mean, he did a floor without using anything, not even fist. How's that possible? Yeah, it's about that trick. You just have to make the boss. You make the boss kill the. I never even know that was possible. All right, let's go down here. I've never heard of that. You make the boss kill the zombies? That's a new one. That's a total new one. Yeah, it's free to play series, explains everything. You said Simples? S-I-M-P-L-E-S? That's his channel name? Now, down here, Jeff, make sure you're not in this red if you're trying to get one of these guys to be set up. All right, get you. Two. All right. Now these guys here, you can either you couldn't use a wall like this. I think this would be the perfect wall if you didn't have this stupid caution and pipe in the way. So you have to bring these guys here, and you get about right here, and hopefully they won't run around. Let me see. Okay, so you see now I'm far enough away where they can't hit me. Now when you got two of them, I try to time it when they get their swings in sync. That one's still gonna hit me. Okay, so he's out of the way, and this one's the one that's catching me through the wall here. It's almost like a rhythm when I hear it in my head, like pop, 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 pop. It's almost like a rhythm that you have to get into, and you have a cadence that you kind of hear in your mind. Now let me see if I can get this guy here to you look closer. He's too far back. And sometimes, like I say, you got to keep an eye so you don't get popped, because he can still hit you through the wall too. Pop, 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 pop. I mean, you're almost dead center with that wall like that. Like I say, it just takes practice. Once you get that rhythm and that cadence, and you just be on it. Now, if you're on the other side, sometimes you swing around, but just like I say, once you get that rhythm, you know, and get them positioned right, just right in here is where you want to be. And it depends on the weapon too, either machete, hatchet, or katana, or the pipe. That's the other one. That's all I had for a long time with those pipes, till I got them modded out. Let's see if I can do this with these two. Like I say, getting the rhythm with two is kind of a little more difficult, because they may not. You get one that's always gonna come over here. This guy. You see how far they get split? You just have to fight the one. So if I step back, he'll move up. See, all right, let me see if I can. And it's just a positioning too. You see now, instead of me being dead center, I gotta almost be exposed over here, and see, he can hit me through the wall too if I don't have the timing right. Pop, pop, pop. Like I say, it's just a lot of practice, because your best position is to get them almost dead center in this corner, right there on the edge, so you can just move as far as possible and come back in. But at the same time, like I say, they can also wall trick you in some cases. If you're not quick on that, just getting that back. After a while, it'd be like muscle memory. You do it enough times, you won't even think about it. And if you try and set some of them up, there's always gonna be the one that's gonna do this. See, he can hit me through the wall. But it's the same thing, just getting that rhythm. Pop. I mean, my shoot's messed up more from the swamp, but you can tell, like, once you get them, you just got to get them positioned. If they don't position right, sometimes you can reset, just run around, let them chase you, and then you may have to hop to the other side of the wall to get them set up the way you want it that way. Now the frenzies, I don't like trying to get them unless I've got the space, especially if you're doing hard mode, because everybody knows they start sprinting, trying to get them to get lined up, because they will, if you do it wrong, they'll jump out of you real quick and it'll be a GG. Simple, yes, black and white. I kind of like QR code. Let's see if I can find them, because I've never heard of them before. I mean, I know there's a lot of people. There's one guy, and I think he stopped playing after, because I know what he was doing. He would do a video where he would raid a base, and it'd be 7 different versions, well, not 7 different versions of base, 7 different raids, and you saw everything that was in the raid. And I know he was doing this thing where you would do a data clear your data on your phone, reinstall the game, and start over, which is real tricky, because you do have a chance of losing your account when you do that. But he was putting up all kinds of videos like that, and then he stopped playing. Easy weapon, engine, C4, and log, last owner, survival. Yeah, I hadn't heard of this guy before. 5,000 followers. Okay. Let's check him out. Yeah, I got the little code, QRQ code. No more container bugs. Full melee. And the full melee versus the butcher. That's impressive. I know you just gotta beat the butcher back to the chickens. First purple. Okay. I'm gonna check out some of this stuff then. Easy fare, went this way. Yeah, and I see on his featured video right here, he's actually showing melee, no armor, no heals. 22,000 views 2 years ago. That's impressive. And I'm quite sure he was just basically finding food and stuff that was in the bunker that they can use that to heal up with. I see he's fighting a bloater. Man, oh, he's got like, he get hit once. Okay, he just healed up. All right, cool. Thanks for that. What's the best gun? Pistol. Until you get to an AK and VSS pistol. M16, I hate the fact that without mods, these jokers miss all day long, and you got to get mods for them. Now, the cool thing about an M16, you don't need, you can get all gray mods for the most part and still have a halfway decent weapon with some durability, because the durability is the main thing on them. But yeah, pistol, once you get it modded out, it's going to do wonders. Now, what I did notice that the pistol doesn't seem to fare too well in the lab. So I'll check out, see if this guy's got any other thing that may seem a little bit more appropriate. That's why you see me. I like the VSS, but it's just a matter of getting a stockpile of VSS weapons to go and do runs like that regularly. Also did 99 wave like a child's play with melee. Now the grenades I've done the 99 waves with the grenades only. A lot of med kits, just run around, gather around everybody, roll out the grenade, boom, heal yourself up, get that timing right. I was kind of annoyed, the whole reward at the end of that was to police motorcycle. But because of all the unrest that was going on over here, they kind of nerfed the looks on it. I was really upset about that. But yeah, I did the 99 waves, but my main thing was using was a shotgun and grenades and a lot of med kits. Yeah, he likes Carrot. He is like Sarek on steroids. It looks like it from here. Oh, he's using a bow to take out the turrets. That's the other thing. I forgot about the bow. People didn't have a real use for modding the bow except for taking it and using it to get rid of turrets in the bunkers. But as far as the best gun starting out, it's going to be the pistol until you get the mods for it. M16 is trash until you get mods for it, period. Even the pistol can be decent. The mods help you get more durability out of it, because without the mods, you go through shots on it really fast. Then the M16, but my favorite, as you can see, my favorite is the VSS. But just finding enough of those to stockpile them, it's a chore. They are a chore. Trying to get enough. That's why I can't wait for them to finally put the repair station in our hands in the bunker. I mean, in our bases. Like, see, none of these walls I would try. This one should work. Should be an optimal word. A little closer. I mean, he's too far. There we go. Yeah. So like I say, for me, it's just getting the positioning on it. Try and get them about right there. They're looking at you this way. If you have to face this other side and you can see where their positioning is, easier when it's just one instead of two. And you can do that now. Just remind you, you get your timing off, they can basically do the reverse wall trick and hit you through the wall too at certain points. Because I've had some, like where, let me see, that's a good part. Like you see the tip of my blade right here coming through the wall, and then sometimes that's what they'll hit you at too. So, I mean, everyone can do alpha with anything, but if you have all the time in the world and don't care about dying, going back is a cool way to do it. Yeah, true. I mean, the first time I opened the red created alpha on unmodded version, I felt that is a sense of accomplishment for sure. Popping those chests for the first time and like, yeah. And also, like say, Jeff, once you get that wall trick down, it'll save you the guns. You know, you don't mind using these melee weapons for bunker runs, because they'll say the hardest thing to do sometimes starting out is getting a stockpile of guns. And if you can do bunker alpha with all melee weapons, that's the way to go. So they really try and show people how to do that. But yeah, his stuff looks pretty crazy here. Yeah, it's like he should have more viewers than that. He's got a lot of views. He should have more followers than what he's got. Especially since when he's got videos from 2 years ago. Well, you know, everybody can't be found at the same time. It's just a matter of RNG. Trying to figure out the algorithm for it. Yeah, the chopper is better than ATV. Like I said, until they have it where you can expand the cargo capacity on it and have it not be a gas guzzler, it's not worth it to try and drive it around. Which, of course, you know, if you do the thing where I'll say them making it so, get these two up here before, making it so that's gonna break before. Try this. Make it so the ATV does not, it's not such a gas guzzler. That's going to be a main deterrent why I would never use it right now, other than going to the swamp to farm ashwood. Closer, buddy. See, he's at that odd angle. And the katana, even for the damage that it does, like I said, it's a hair slower than a machete. So if you get used to the time of swinging a machete, and the first time you get one of these, because of that two-hand motion, you might get broke off a couple of times. But yeah, it's just practice, Jeff. Just practice. Positioning, like I say, even on this, I would like to get him closer, but if he's going to get right there on the edge, you know, you're going to have to expose yourself, because every now and then you have to watch out when they switch arms. If they're swinging, when they're swinging on one side, and then they come real quick with the opposite. Frenzies are bad about that, especially in hard mode. But it's just practice. And I'm watching this guy with his video where he's taking out these frozen bloaters down in the 3rd floor. With the saw blade and no meds. When you don't feel about spending months and months of grinding, could have just spent more time with different. That's true. Also, you can use bows instead of guns for the giants if you're scared to watch it in, but don't want to use guns on. The other underrated gun for frenzies is, let's see, this one here, the zip gun. If you get these and get them modded out, you can use these zip guns against frenzies also. They're slow, but they do some decent damage. Modded out, of course, and it's getting the mods for the ones. I think it's like 16 or 18 points of damage. It's just right under a pistol, but you know, they're cheap to make. Well, I say cheap, but you can make it. It's not something that you've got to outside of farming and getting the steel and out in the oak. You know, there you go. You want to know what you can use some of your oak planks for. One oak plank will go towards a zip gun. They do. I was using them to take out frenzy giants in the bunker alpha, and I could just make those when I need them because I had, you know, making iron. I mean, steel bars. You know, if not make it in the furnace, you can. There's several items you can recycle to get these steel bars a little faster. Imagine killing big ones, zip guns. That would be. I wouldn't even try. Be cool though. I wouldn't even try. Don't know how that would go. I forgot he's behind the fence. I wanted you to come up. And say he starts walking at an angle, and this is what I don't like. All right, going up. All right, and that right hand is a lot faster than his left hand swing. I tried taking these guys and standing behind this, but said made a mistake because this right here does not help you pop out fast and go back. So just make sure you're not in the red anywhere. And I'm not gonna wall trick you, just gonna burn you down. That would be cool if you could pull that off. It might take a minute, and it'd have to be the big one in the wooded area. All right, go closer. No, closer. Hey, this one's perfect. Lined up on the door frame. He can't move over because of the fuel tanks are there. See, he got me on that one. Timing was off. Wait a minute. Somebody actually took the big one out with a zip gun? No. I remember you could enter the big one's room at Alpha with the... Oh, that's right. That's right. Forgot about that. Never understood the whole point of... No. So we lose on that. Of course, most of it was with guns. Not too bad. Half of a... Pretty much a full VSS, a little bit of a 20 pistol, and half of a katana for one floor. But yeah, it's just practice, yeah. This floor is probably the better one to take and practice it on, because the second floor, now the second floor is even better once you get around past the big one's room, and then you got the room with the cage, and then the big room that's got the floater bloaters into that hallway, and then the rooms in the back that's got the 1, 2, 3 frenzies plus the 1 bloater. The entrance door right there into it, you can pretty much just melee 3 of them right there on that corner. The first one, you pull the bloater to you. The second frenzy giant to the left. The third frenzy giant that's in the room, I usually run back to the table that's in that first room. And then when he gets near it, I circle around and then go outside. So he's on the inside, get that lined up. And then the last one, just pull him right there to the door. And pop, pop, pop. Big one's just a boss you can kill for fun. Yep. And it can at least kill. Well, I wish it did. That, yeah. How many times has that been rumored? Like, why doesn't this guy just give us some kind of loot? I mean, it's not like you didn't earn it. I mean, it takes a minute whether you're using, because like you say, your current weapons only do 1 point of damage. So I don't know why they couldn't. Hey, if you take the big one out, you get a floppy disk or something. That would be awesome. Especially when you don't know he's going to be there. When we used to take a farm out there in the redwoods. Oh, I got a good one for you, Jokes. Have you ever been up in the frozen area? Let me show you the wooded area I'm talking about. I'm sure you've probably been there for oak. And I do have a snippet video of it that I've never posted. I have to find it. But this area up in here and had, and even down here one time, 2 big ones show up. Almost the exact same time. I was fighting one up here and then a second one showed up. This area right here seems to be the higher chances of getting 2 big ones to spawn at the same time. If you're in there a little bit, I guess, I don't know if there's a timer, if you're fighting that one, because, you know, basically most people just run the edge of the map the whole time using if they got the AK with the knife on it and the bat with the spikes and the bleed effect. They just constantly repeat, wash, repeat, wash until he dies. I had one I was fighting. He was about halfway, and then the second one spawned in. They were both chasing me, so I had to leave. It's like, yeah, I'm not trying to do that with 2 of them. That would be, like I say, if you got a floppy disk, if you were to get a floppy disk for every time you killed the big one in the regular zones, and you had 2 of them show up, you'd have to risk that. You'd have to try your best. Yeah, like I said, it's funny. I know you get the frozen guys and then the frozen zombies, but I've had a couple of times where 2 big ones would spawn in, either one early and then halfway another one show up, or they would show up about the exact same time. It's on this zone and this zone. These are only 2 zones I've ever seen that happen. And the first time it just freaks you out. It's like, what the? Why, Kafir? Why? But yeah. All right, fellas. I think I'm gonna take and call it there. Good chat, good chat. I mean, you can still get floppy every reset if you clear all the floors. That is true. I mean, that's pretty much all. If I'm doing the bunker right now, that's pretty much all it is. Trying to get to getting the extra disc to get the floppy. Although I kind of wish that you could. If you had multiple floppies, you could drop open and pop like 2 or 3 locations or whatever, but that's because I've got so many tickets saved up. Which I hope, guys, the next time it shows up, you can get this little bookshelf over here. So you can just stockpile them. 330, 320. Rarely have that many. You can tell you never stockpile the red tickets, but the yellow tickets, the green tickets from all these different locations, save them up. Just go in and open them all day long. So, but anyway, I forget I gotta go to the laboratory because now I can take in exchange coins for at least 10 tickets of these right here right now, unless it's reset. This is how I got these here. But yeah, anyway, thanks for hopping in, guys. Appreciate the chat, and Have a good night, afternoon, morning, day, wherever you are in the world. I may try to go live Saturday night, but I'll probably do it. If I do last day, enough to be short, because I can't neglect my Warframe and Star Citizen. Star Citizen just had an update, so I want to check it out, see what the bunkers are like, see what some of the new locations are like. Maybe try some of the little side quests that they quote unquote say for starters, see if they've improved those. Because a lot of them were buggy, but they're trying to get to a full releaser pretty soon. So I want to check that out and see if it's improved. They got this siege mode. They've been trying to get it working a lot better, because you have like the bosses wouldn't spawn in the right locations, and some of the NPCs spawn on the ground. So they really want to get that worked out. So let's see. We'll see. Who knows? LED could pop a new update out tomorrow, all I know. And since February is right around the corner, because normally they have the Chinese New Year event out by now. They pushed it back to February, so we'll see. Anyway, been fun. Thanks for the chit chat. Makes it go a lot quicker. And like I said, I'm gonna check out this guy right here. See what's the. Looks like the last time he put something out was what, 2 months ago? Oh, no, a month ago. But yeah, he's still playing. Yeah, Happy Cyric on roids. It's funny, Cyric only sounds like he's hyped up when he's got his post-edit videos, but when you watch his live streams, he's pretty chill. Kind of like Star Snipe, same thing. Sounds like he doesn't take a breath in his videos until you catch a live stream and you realize, oh, he talks normally. But all right, well, good night to you, Jokes. Good night to you, Jeff, and anybody else. I don't see anything else. There's no one. Facebook. Yeah. And Provo, never know these people show up. They always kind of show up after I've logged off. Kind of different over there. And anyway, have a good one, guys.